Here we go.
Ah, thank you so much. You're dapper this evening.
Oh, yeah.
Looking really, really good. So, Otis, we did ask fans across the continent to send questions through to our social media, and it is about the fans. So let's get down to those questions. Monsieur actually wanted to ask, what actually made you, or what did it feel like winning Money in the Bank?
Oh, it felt fantastic, baby. But also the first thing was shock, because I had no idea that, you know, with the tumblage between AJ and Baron that fell from the hook into my hands. I'm like, you'd probably watch it back every time and see the shock value in my face. Like, what the hell? You know, all of a sudden the referee says I'm the winner. I'm like, thank goodness I have to climb the ladder, because that ladder wasn't working. It was breaking on me. I think it's unfair. I had disadvantage in the match, but hey, baby, the good guys always come out on top, baby. So yeah, that's definitely a great feeling. Definitely good that, as we always, his heavy machinery always says, blue collar, solid working man's PhD. The work pays off. Now we got to keep on getting the train going, the momentum going, baby. Keep it coming.
Keep it coming. Talking about the money, keep it coming as well. Ronan then also asked on our social media platforms, how did you get into the wrestling industry?
What was it? What was it again? I'm sorry.
How did you get into the wrestling industry?
Oh yeah, it's so I knew Gerald Briscoe, part of the famous Briscoe brothers back in the territory days in NWA, Mid Atlantic. He goes to all these like U.S. Opens in Vegas, national championships, and we would always he would like talk to me, but I thought he was a senior. I said, no, sir, I'm trying to graduate college. I'm trying to, you know, make a promise to my dad. I gotta get that diploma, baby.
Yeah.
Obviously went completely short because I'm not that great of a student, but yeah, basically I told him, I said, ready for a tryout. Now 2015 or 16, I get the tryout, and my first day was April 11th, 2016. So it's been about 4 or 5 years, something like that. I'm not good with math. My head does this, but it's something where it was a love for me, for passion, and my second love was trying to get a gold medal in the Olympics, but apparently that fell really short. Something you can't hang on to. You just got to go, hey, I didn't make that. I can live with that. I can go, hey, I did my best to make it, and I just didn't make the cut. But this is my first love, and this is something where, I was just, you know, people always say you're born to entertain, and to me, entertaining feels like home, and to me, like making people smile, making people, it just comes natural. It's not a burden to me. Like last night, I'm on a little bit of vacation, and I saw a couple people at a restaurant. You know, I said, I just welcome it all, baby. Come on, talk to me. So it's somewhere you know, you got to make sure, because they're all supporting you, the universe, baby. And yeah, it was somewhere like I just hope that. And the scary thing is like showing them if they're going to accept you or not. And I'm just lucky enough that the fans accept me. I'm basically showing what is to be shown. I mean, this is basically me, and and like when it comes to kicking some serious ass, we make that switch, and now it's time to kick some ass. So yeah, it's something that's just very fun, and I'm very fortunate to get into it. I did 6 months under the Rocky Mountain Pro promotion to kind of get my toes in the water, kind of get the sand there, do a little bit of jogging. Get my experience that way, and then once I got to the performance center, we got the best coaches in the world, and then we have a lot to thank for Sky Tuhati, Coach Matt Bloom, also known as Tensai, to really look at this heavy machinery couple and just be like, because I know when I seen Tucker for the first time, I just met him like a handshake and what's going on, man. Yeah. He was a cool guy, but then like he's got this cool long hair, and like the next thing you know, we're like, yeah, we're gonna, you know, get you guys into a tag team, and obviously organically it didn't happen at once. Nothing was fine-tuned. It slowly went up like a dang rocket, and it's been complete fun ever since. This July 22nd will be 4 years as a tag team, I believe. Tucky will know the real number. So 4 years. This July 22nd, we had our first match together. We were the bad guys.
Heavy machinery, exactly why you call it heavy machinery. Well, moving on to the next question, Otis. Jay asked, what inspired that infamous or famous caterpillar move?
I'm sorry, what did we say?
What inspired the caterpillar move?
Oh, baby, Sky Juhati.
Oh, baby.
I just never really, and like I said, this whole thing with Mandy, it's really taken out a lot of my my confidence because I can never really talk to pretty girls that are really straight or good. I always stutter. I always make stuff out of my butt, and it's legit, like, I just didn't. I remember the very first time I busted it. I busted a move. Was that there's a sock hop at Cooper Elementary School in Superior, Wisconsin. Everyone's dancing with people, and you know what I mean. And I was in the corner with my mom because me and my mom are tight. And then I go like, "There's no one dancing with me, Mom." And my mom goes, "I ain't gonna dance out there with you. I ain't got no dang moves." You know, she does. She just never shows them outside of the house. So I just go there and I go, "What would make me cool right now?" So I just dropped to the floor because I watched Scotty. I mean, Too Cool Tag Team was my tag team back in the day, man. He had all these great tag teams, but I was always into dancing. I was always into the shades from Rakishi. So yeah, it's did that move and everyone just kind of looked and we got a big reaction. So almost every wedding I go to now, I have sore ribs in the morning because they say after a few adult beverages that I deal with the worm all around the ballroom or all around the floor. And I just wake up sore ribs. That's a lot of impact on the ground. But you feel nice and loose when you feel nice and loose stuff at the moment. So that doesn't really matter until the morning after. But yeah, I want to tell Scotty that I want to call it the caterpillar because I'm more plump than a worm, and plus it's not exactly when he did it. It's the exact same worm. He's the master of the one. I can't say it's the exact same worm, but it's something where I'm tribute to him because honestly, I mean it's very close to me, and he accepted me to do it. And I said it's gonna be kind of like Otis Dozer style. It's gonna be just flop flop.
Otis Dozer.
Get the load going and drop the load right there. So yeah, drop the load. So it's not exactly like his chap, but yeah, I did it one time. Where we had a goodbye dark match at NXT at the Full Sail University, and I did it exactly how Scotty did it. And the crowd erupted. He told me he got emotional backstage. He didn't tell me. Somebody else told me that. This guy is so good.
All I'm going to say, Otis, is that my daughter does the caterpillar all the time. So I've also got a problem. And you mentioned Mandy, and there's a lot of people who've been asking about your relationship with Mandy. What is it that you love the most about Mandy? That's what Lindsay has asked.
What I love most about the relationship?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, Mandy has been, she grew up with brothers. She's been around men her whole life, and you just forget she's like this world champion bikini model. She's got all the, she's, so beautiful, but she's a great person inside. I think when I started talking to her in these backstage scenes and these part of the story going into this WrestleMania match, it was like, I think she kind of like slowly saw I was a good guy. I don't get much for looks, but I just kept showing it off, because confidence is key. And I always say, if she says no the first time, keep going at her. If she says no the second time, I'm talking about asking girls out. Nobody think anything else. And then the third time will always be the charm because it took her the third time to realize that I'm not messing around. I'm a man of love, and it's been nothing but great time. So really, we just literally just hang out. And we were going to, my biggest thing is we got to, after this pandemic, this COVID-19, we got to make sure I go to her dad's restaurant because I love Italian food. I love cold cut sandwiches. I like everything, obviously, but it's just so, baby. I cannot wait to get some good old cooking, good old sandwiches, and finally talk to her dad. I've talked to everybody else. I've a couple brothers I haven't talked to, but her mom has my blessing, has my blessing. And but right now I got to talk to the dad. That's the most important part, is talking to the dad, man to man, eye to eye, nose to nose. Maybe not nose to nose, but yeah.
Make sure to give us an invite to that restaurant when the pandemic does end. Just one question. Yeah. If you could have a dream matchup with any superstar of any era, who would it be?
Wow. I would say, I've got a couple answers here. It's definitely my first ever answer will be Jake the Snake Roberts, because just his mind for the industry, the mind that he has, and watching his, like, because when I watched him, he was kind of like, later in his career when I was a young kid watching. But man, when you look back at those matches of his, I just want to just want to know what he's thinking in his brain. Obviously, my favorite is Macho Man Randy Savage. I would love to just get on with Macho and have these two weird personalities collide. And I think today the main one I want to have one-on-one, if we're talking about singles matches, it would be probably the Fiend. Probably, I think me and the Fiend can get it going, get that ring is shaking, and he's a very scary man. You can see what he did to John Cena, and he's very psychological in the mind. But I think I can handle it. Probably not, but yeah, it's somewhere where it's like I just think about right now. I think about the Fiend in today's era. I'm thinking right now. Jake the Snake Roberts, Macho Man, just to work those guys. And obviously, tag team wrestling, you got to have the Rock and Roll Express. My boy, yep. Got it.
2 more questions, Otis. I actually like. There's one from Timber, and Timber wants to know, what is your favorite go-to meal, especially because you mentioned Mandy's Dad's Restaurant.
Yeah, go-to meal. Are we saying like in a hurry or like time spent here? Let's think about this. I would say one of my favorite gotta get going meals would be my Muscle Mac. Now, I'm not talking about the Muscle Mac brand. I'm talking about the custom Otis Muscle Mac. You make 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese. You put not the cheese with not the powdered cheese. You put pepper jack cheese slices in there. Pepper jack cheese is awesome. Love spicy food. You put it in there. You can make either ground bison, or ground beef. Make about 2 pounds of ground beef. You put your little bit of vegetables in there, like you got peppers, spinach, mushrooms. Just depends. It's a very blue collar meal. Throw it into the macaroni and cheese and stir it. You got your carbs, you got your fats, probably a lot more fats, but you got your protein. That's the best fast meal I can make at the moment. When it comes to just hanging out, I love over easy eggs, and I could just eat over easy eggs with a nice ribeye steak or a tomahawk steak any day of the week. I would just.
I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, I love it, and just a little bit of rye toast to dip the yolk into, or dip the toast into the yolk. Excuse me. But yes, that's definitely my go-to meals. But then, if I'm really gonna pig out, it's gonna be pizza.
Well, Otis, finally, a word to all your fans out here on the continent of Africa with regards to what they can expect from you.
What can they expect? That's the good stuff. You don't know what to expect. That's where a lot of times in the entertainment world, I think the social media people kind of see things coming, and even though you can blatantly see Heavy Machinery, we're 650 pounds combined. Everybody sees Mandy Rose. But to see what's going to happen next is great. Is great as a mystery. We want to keep on going there with the momentum going on. What we can see going on is I'm going to do my best to fairly cash this Money in the Bank. If it's here for the Tag Team Championships with Tucky, or is with the Universal World Championship, I will do the best I can to not have somebody down and out and cash it in, because it's not a good thing to do. It's not what a man would do. A man would go face to face with a fresh man. So yeah, I would basically. I always say sooner than later, cash in that Money in the Bank with my mentality. Yes, but you don't know when, so I apologize. But that's what keeps this going.
Yeah. Otis, thank you so much for continuously entertaining us on our television screens. We really appreciate you taking the time to chat to us. More than anything, also, please say hi to Mandy.
Oh yes, I will, Mandy. She's not here yet. Thanks, John.
Thank you so much. Stay healthy and stay blessed.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Do I press the live button again?
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. That is Otis from WWE joining us right here on the SuperSport TV's Instagram live page. Do go through to our IGTV to catch the rest of this. Thank you so much for joining us. Catch us again next week, same time, same place.